Hi everybody, this is Marsha. She is our model today, and I'm going to show you a basic application of Seint makeup. So here we go. The first thing that we're gonna do is take the blush and bronzer brush, and we're gonna go in with Marsha's main highlight color, which is amber. And I'm gonna pick it up on the brush, and we're just gonna start a little at a time, right in the middle of the cheek, blending out her main highlight color. And we're gonna do this all over the face to start, because this is just a way to get a nice even canvas across her whole face. And remember that a little bit of product goes a very long way, so you don't need to apply a lot. Sorry for the singing in the background. That's my husband and our children while we do this makeup tutorial for you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out all over Marsha, and then we're gonna come back and show you what the main highlight looks like. Okay, so here we are with the main highlight completed on both sides of Marsha's face. This is just a nice, even, basic layer. Okay, next we're gonna go in with Marsha's Brightening highlight shade, which is White Peach. And I'm gonna take the buff brush, and I'm gonna take the small end of the buff brush because it's more concentrated. And I'm going to pick up some of that color. Again, you don't need a lot. And this is where we're gonna brighten and conceal for Marsha. So I'm gonna start right here on the inner corners of her eyes, because this is where a lot of darkness can start, and we're going to pull it all the way down, and I'm going to do just like a dabbing technique. I'm also going to do the lid of her eye just to even out the skin tone before we apply any eyeshadow. And remember, a little bit of product goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. If you find that it's caking or setting into fine lines, you are probably using too much product. Okay, I'm also going to use this opportunity to pick up a little bit and take care of some areas of redness for Marsha using the White Peach right near her nose. Over here on the other side of her nose, she's got a little bit of redness. Going to blend that out. Okay, and a little bit right here under her eye. All right, let's see that so far. Okay, we're looking good. So I'm going to brighten a little bit more for Marsha using the detail brush with the small end with the White Peach. I'm just gonna dab it in the White Peach. I'm also gonna pick up a little bit of Versailles, which is a much lighter color. And I'm just gonna go in and just do really small little strokes just to continue brightening up a little bit more under her eye. All right, let's see that side, Marsha, compared to the other. That one compared to that one. Yep. Yeah, good. I can see a difference right in here. So I'm gonna do that again. A little bit of White Peach, a little bit of Versailles, and right in the corner there. Again, using the small end of the detail brush. Okay. There we go, much brighter. Next, we are gonna go in with Marsha's contour color, which is Ash, and the detail brush, this nice thick side, and Marsha's gonna make a fish face. And we're gonna go to the high points of Marsha's cheek and just make a line right into her hairline. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And it's nothing to be nervous about. I know that this part can be a little bit intimidating for some people to contour, but we're gonna just get that line on there. Then you can stop making the fish face. Now we're gonna do a forehead with the same color, Ash. Marsha's got a small forehead to begin with, so she doesn't need a lot of contour up there. If you have a larger forehead, you're really trying to like shrink the size of the forehead. And then we're gonna take, the last part is right along the jawline, just to give her a little bit of dimension right along the jawline, so right here. So we've got this line, and then right along the forehead. And this is what you should look like when you start contouring. And next, I'm going to take the blush and bronzer brush and Marsha's Bella bronzer while I still have the contour just like this. And I'm gonna pick up the Bella bronzer, and I'm going to put it right above the contour, a little bit higher. Okay, same thing on this side. So I use the contour almost as a line, and then I do the bronzer just a little bit above it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend it all out. So we're gonna just take that same brush, Bella Bronzer, and don't be shy about it, don't be nervous about it. It's all gonna blend really nicely because it's cream-based makeup. If you add too much, you can always go back and blend it out so that you eliminate some of the product. It's a lot easier to take this product off compared to regular makeup. Where if you mess up with regular makeup, you're kind of doomed. You have to start over. All right, so now Marcia still has this nice contour line. And it depends on, like, if you like it to be really kind of firm like that, you can keep it. If you want it to be more blended, you can do that as well. But I like giving her a contour line just like that. So right now we have a nice even basic face on Marcia. We have a main highlight, we have a brightening highlight, we have a contour, and we have a bronzer. And now here are some add-ons if you wanted to do any add-ons. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of her Illuminator, which is honey, with a Perfector sponge. This is just a damp sponge. And I'm just gonna do a couple swipes and pick up the product. And then I'm going to get the high points of Marcia's cheek so that we can illuminate the top part. I'm also gonna use that same Perfector. And Marcia doesn't wear a lot of blush, but she has a really pretty one here. This is Frenchie. Just gonna pick up a little bit of Frenchie to give her a little bit of color right at the top there with her Illuminator. Okay, now remember that you can always go back with the fluffy side of your blush and bronzer brush. You can always buff it out a little bit if it feels too heavy. Don't be afraid. Okay, but that just gives her like a nice sun-kissed look. Very pretty. To set Marcia's face the way that it is, I'm gonna take some Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder and a dense brush. This is the powder brush by Seint, but you can use any dense brush. And I'm picking up a little bit of powder, tapping it off slightly, and I'm gonna press the areas that I really need to stay in place for Marcia. So the T-zone right here, putting a little bit of powder underneath the eye, right in here. Really concentrate the powder. And if you overdo it with the powder, you're going to see it show up in the fine lines and wrinkles. So you don't want that. You want to just use a small amount of product and press ever so gently. If you get oily next to your nose, you can plug it in right there. And also oftentimes people right around their jawline. So that will set the makeup really nice. I'm gonna start with Mama, which is this really pretty pink, just as like a base. I'm gonna put that, yeah, that's good. Need something that shows up here.
In there. We put Seint 2 on. Come on, Eva.
We eat it. I want to see the cookies too.
All right, good. So this is Mama all over the lid. And good, that's a nice pop of pink. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Cafe. Pick it up on the fluffy side of the brush, and I'm gonna do windshield washer motions. Oh, actually I picked up too much product, so it's okay. Windshield washer motions. We'll clean up after, no big deal. But get it onto the outer part of the eye. That's really pretty. Okay, show us that. Yeah, very pretty. We'll clean up over here after, so don't worry about that. Okay, next we're gonna go in with Revival, which is a little bit darker. I'm gonna go in with the smaller side of the eyeshadow brush and pick that up, and we're just doing outer corner with Revival because it's a little bit dark. And then we'll also do lower lash line with this one. Okay, just outer corner and just outer corner. Okay. Yep, one more over here. Okay, good, nice and even. Now I'm gonna go in with Sis, which is like a shimmery, pretty color, light, and I'm gonna put it on the main part of the eyeshadow brush, and we're just gonna blend it all out. Blend, blend, blend.
I'm a big one.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna take my line brush and the darker color Revival, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit, and then Marsha's gonna look up at the ceiling, and I'm just gonna really lightly line the under part of her eye. Yep. Okay. Marsha has green eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm going to soften that a little bit. Okay, great. We're gonna clean this up. Clean up, I'm gonna go in with Marsha's brightening color, which is white peach, and the buff brush. Just gonna pick up a tiny bit of product, and then I'm going to clean up underneath her eye and lift that eye right over here and get rid of all that residual eyeshadow that was falling out. Probably best to do this before you set the makeup, guys. So before you do that setting with the powder, clean up first. All right, now you can see that much better. All right, so here we are. Marsha threw on some mascara. You can see nice even face, 3-color eye look. And now I'm just going to touch up Marsha's brows. She's got great brows already. There's really not a lot to do here, honestly. I'm just using the line brush to fluff them a little. And I'm going to go in with her contour color, which is Ash, with that same line brush. And I'm just going to give her just a little bit of an additional kind of enhanced brow here. With just small strokes. Okay, now I'll do the other eye. So we are in our final phase here. We just added a little bit of the Ash contour to her eyebrows. I went back in with a little bit of Bella bronzer, and I just went one more time over her cheeks, give her one more kind of sun-kissed look. And then the last thing that we'll do is the damp beauty blender with a little bit of setting spray, which I don't have handy, and you're just gonna really gently kind of tap everywhere just to remove any excess makeup, because that is what will cake or sit into the fine lines. And so we wanna remove any excess makeup. And after that, this is Marsha's final look.